In the planning phase, after finishing the internal processing of resource capacity, availability checking, capacity leveling, and evaluation, now we'll see the actional activities, that is actional processing. We use activities in the network to plan the resources required for a project. The project system distinguishes the following resources. An internally processed activity defines the output to be provided by machines and or personnel of the actual company in order to complete the activity. We can evaluate the capacity load utilization of the work centers involved, schedule these capacities as necessary, the distribute work among employees. Similarly, we use an actional processed activity to specify the services that need to be provided by other companies in order to complete the activity. The purchasing department is responsible for the purchasing of actional work. That means we are taking assistance of external agencies to finish a particular activity. For this purpose, purchase department is responsible to purchase that work. Service activities are also used to procure services externally. In contrast to externally processed activities, service activities allow to draw up service specifications and enter value limits for any unplanned services. The purchase of the required services along with the entry and acceptance of the services performed is also carried out by the purchase department. So if you see the resource planning, we already seen about the internally processed activities. Now if we talk about externally processed activity services, here we are taking the help of external party, that is a vendor. We are placing a purchase order to get the work done. We can create external activities and activity elements for a procurement of action service. For example, commissioning a design office to design a machine. When we create an activity of this type, a purchase requisition is also created and processed further in purchasing. When creating an external activity, we can access data from purchasing, for example, using a purchasing info record which contains data on prices and delivery times. We can generate a purchase requisition for externally processed activities from the process system. This purchase requisition is converted to a purchase order in purchasing. This is a function of purchasing department. A goods receipt and invoice receipt can then be posted for the purchase order. Depending on whether the goods or invoice receipt is valuated, we post the cost to the externally processed activity using one of the two business transactions. Externally processed or services activities are determined using the control key, like as for internal processing. We can also assign a work center and planned work to an externally processed activity. This allows to carry out capacity planning for vendors. This is a rare case. So here in the external processing, if you see the entire process where we are defining the definition, the description of the external activity, material group, purchasing group, quantity and unit will be based on the services to be provided by the vendor. For that purpose, we are creating a purchase requisition. This purchase requisition will be proceeded for bidding the invitation quotation for accepting the work. Then entry of quotation. Based on quotations and evaluation, vendor will be selected. Then purchase order will be placed against that vendor. Once the purchase order will be placed, vendor will start the work. The work will be monitored with respect to purchase order. Then once the job is finished, goods receipt will be done. Then the requesting department will do the verification against the request, that is invoice verification. So finally this comes the end of internal processing. So in project system customizing, the network profile will have the following fields for the external processed activities. Majorly influenced by control key and cost element, currency, purchase organization, material group, purchasing group and order unit. If changes are made in the network to dates or quantities for the material components or external activities for which a purchase order has already been created, a workflow can be triggered automatically. As a prerequisite, workflow for PO purchase order changes must first be activated in the parameters of network type. So the person responsible in purchasing receive a work item via SAP Office with information on the required changes. They can then process the purchase orders directly from the mail. This is a functionality of workflow. Now in this case, how it works we can see. One activity has been placed for purchase order to get the work from external vendor. After that, it has been modified with duration or a quantity change. Then in the system, it will be changed with the activity details for quantity and date change. Then automatically system triggers a workflow item through mail to the purchaser. Then purchaser will take the action for appending the purchase requisition. Then PO will be changed automatically. This is the process of business workflow. SAP Business Workflow combines technical information and tools to control and process cross-application procedures automatically. We can use workflows in the project system to automate and integrate all the processes in a project. The project system uses SAP Office for the following purposes. To send PS text, there is no workflow is required. Directly we can send from the project itself. For budget deficits, no workflow is required. Direct communication can be sent. For work purchase order changes in the purchasing procedure, we have to use the workflow by using standard task and predefined. The process system uses other than this for variances in confirmations, that is also workflow process. For sending pools of confirmations, again it is a workflow item. In the milestones with user defined standard tasks are user tasks. In addition to the technical settings for workflows and their activation, the workflows need to be assigned possible agents. Now if you see the workflow and mails wherever we are using the process system at a glance, PS text and purchasing via PO changes, milestones of attaining the certain steps, availability check, it is about budget availability or budget start dates and budget alerts, confirmation variance, it is about the actuals, confirmation pool, total confirmations. Like this, we can use the workflow or emails in the POS system. Now we'll see service. Instead of using externally processed activities, we can create service activities or service activity elements for services to be performed by external resources. A service activity triggers a similar purchasing process but can also contain an entire hierarchy of planned services to be purchased from a vendor and value limits for unplanned services. In addition, entry and acceptance of services performed occurs in place of goods receipt. So what is the difference here? The externally processed activities and services is, in external processed activities, we are getting a service from external activities instead as a material, like purchasing a material like that, and in the services we are getting some service, not as a component. Some services we are supposed to get. Here the goods receipt will not happen. We have to accept the services what they perform. For service activities, we can maintain service specifications for various services to be provided by the service provider. So here the services will be listed down in a form of service specifications. So this definition will allow you to define all services to be procured. Individual services specifications can be created for each planned procurement in the purchasing document. Planned services means we can pre-configure this all services in a service master. Through this, with the help of service specifications, we'll generate a purchase requisition. Then purchasing process will be triggered. For unplanned services, we have to mention the value limit and value checks also. We can use value limits to restrict unplanned service provider services. In contrast to external processed activities, the acknowledgement of services performed is divided into two stages: entry of services performed, acceptance of services performed. These two steps equivalent to the goods receipt of external activities. So if you see the life cycle of services activities, once we define, we request the services, the purchase requisition will be placed, which contains the service specifications which we may take from service master or direct entry. Then bidding will happen, quotation entry, vendor selection, PO processing. These 3-4 steps are similar to external activities. Then PO monitoring. So finally, once the job has been performed, the service entry, whatever jobs has been performed by the external vendor, then service acceptance, invoice verification. This ends the cycle of services activities. We can access the detailed information for service activities on the external tab page of network activity. We can distinguish between service activities and external activities here using the control key and the service exists indicator. In the project planning board and network maintenance to maintain the service specifications or service limits. From the service activity, choose the service icon. In customizing for the network, we can define the following default values for service activities in the network profile: control key, cost element, material group, purchasing group, and order unit. So if you see the detailed tab of activities, clearly we can distinguish between external activity and service is the control key, and one more is service exist. These details we can get by clicking the service push button. So if you see the services specification page, here we can see the pre-codified services, and we are selecting from the service master and simply mentioning the quantity, and the value will be automatically getting updated. We can call up outline levels and service specifications for the activity via the detail screen of a service activity. Services performed can be entered and processed in the service entry transaction in purchasing. The account assignment categories for purchase requisitions are generally valid for external procurement in the process system. The general account assignment category is relevant to externally processed activities and service activities. The remaining account assignment categories, however, refer to project stock that affects material procurement only. So, in the customizing, the settings related with the external activities will be account assignment category, that is 1, and second one is control key. For a external activity, by standard the control key will be PS02, and for service this is PS05. And the indicator we are using there, scheduling external activity if required. And parameters in the network type will be used collective purchase requisition indicator. It is a by choice whether we can take collective or we can leave the system to generate individual purchase requisitions. Workflow purchase order change indicator, and whenever the purchase order has been changed, the workflow has to be triggered or not. Now in the planning, we'll see how to plan the external activities. Before proceeding for planning the external activities, we'll see what are the prerequisites in the customizing settings. So we'll go to customizing guide. In the customizing guide, we will see the customizing settings related with external activities. Now the relevant customizing settings for external activities will be account assignment category for purchase requisitions, and parameters in the network type, and the control key settings. Now we'll start with the account assignment category in the purchase requisitions. So we'll go to project system. In the project systems, we have to go to purchase in the project system, then we'll go to structures, operative structures, then network, and settings for networks, maintain network types. In the network types, we'll see here we'll see for external activities we have to, in the PS01 network type, parameters for network type. Here we are look for plant 3000 and network type PS01. Then here we can see the setting, the collective requisition is not selected. So this is the purposefully it has been left unchecked, because the requirement is for each and every activity we require a separate requisition number. If we select collective requisition for an entire network, one requisition will be created. And next setting is workflow for purchase order changes. That means once the purchase order has been updated and released, after that if any changes comes, quantity or any value changes, purchase order can connect to with a workflow management. So this is being excluded over here. This is the network parameter settings. Now we'll go to network activities. Settings for network activities. Here we'll go to control key. For control key we need to check for external processing as well as external activities. For external processing, PS02. So here we can see clearly in the external activities, externally processed operation is already selected. Service is not selected for the external servicing. If required we can go for scheduling, and capacity requirement detailing we can do. Now for the service purpose we have to go for here, this is service is selected for PS04 and external process operation, and scheduling is also selected for PS04. This description should be external processing or costing. So this will go to control key, setting, and the next setting we need to check for the account assignment category. For account assignment category we have to go to material management. In the material management, purchasing, in the purchasing account assignment, Now in the purchasing, we'll see account assignment. And the account assignment, maintain account assignment categories. Here we'll look for account assignment F, and this is a F for the account assignment category. Goods receipt is there, invoice receipt, CORPP order, business area, cost center, these are available are there. Then Q for project, this is one more, and D for settlement to project. So this is the account assignment categories. Then now we can start for the external processing and external activities and services. So for that purpose, we'll choose the existing project what we have created, the project systems, project, social maintenance activities. So we can go for CJ20N or individual network wise also. So in either way we can create. So first of all we go to network, we'll select the existing network. We are using the existing network which we already created. We are going to the network header. From here we have to create the activities, external activity for external processing and services. Here we'll go to activity overview. These are all internal processing activities. For external activities, you have to go to external processing. Here we have to create external processing for procurement. So we have selected. Now we have to give the material group. We can say we are trying to bring for centrifugal pumps, central groups, and this is purchasing group will give, and price we are considering 50 USD, quantity and unit we have to select. Then this is a WBS select element has been selected. So here we are taking this as a external processing. So here we have created one external processing. Now we'll see the details of this external processing activity. So here the tab externally selected and the status is created, and automatically settlement rule has been created based upon the WBS element we have provided. If we want, we can change this WBS element from second level to further third or fourth level. Since we are selecting the activity from the network, whatever WBS element has been assigned to network, same thing will be appear over here. So we'll select the WBS element, the bottom level. So under the C, we can see here, this is the second level WBS element. So we can select at the lower level WBS element, either that one or this one. So we have changed the WBS element. Now the actionable activity you can see here, and this settlement rule has been created. The control key is PS02 for actionable processing. We already seen the control key in the PS02. It is actionable processing has been selected. The plant has been selected automatically from the network profile, purchase organization, purchasing group, and this is the price for this activity. The cost element has been defaulted from the network type details. Now this is purchase requisition will be generated from the release of this activity. So if we keep this immediately upon saving this activity without releasing also, this will generate a purchase requisition. Never means it never raises a purchase requisition, but the cost will be considered for planning. Now this is the material group, and this is sorting purpose. The requisitioner, the person who is making the request, and this is the recipient, who is the person to receive this actionable procured item, and tracking number for the purchase requisition tracking. And we can see the dates. These dates are being calculated automatically. This is the current date, and the assignment we already seen. In the assignment, there is a WBS. This org elements will has been calculated automatically from the profile. Object class, costing sheet, object currency, long test. If any user field key has been defined, that will become over here. So here in the external activity, if the date which is considered as earlier start date will be the delivery date for this external processing activity delivery date. So we can change this delivery time by making the offset. So we'll make it 120 days so that the delivery date of this activity will be changed automatically. Now here in the internal activity tab, the details will not be having the relevance to this activity, because this is PS02 controlling key. This is external. Then we can have the requisition. Once it is requisition number is been generated, then only we can see in this tab. Invoicing plan, settlement rule we can see if required. The settlement rule for this particular activity based on the WBS element assigned. You can see here there is a WBS element assigned. So settlement rule has been created with the full settlement derivation rule. This is cost and planned actual. No costs were calculated for this activity because we haven't saved this. This is a PS text. Enter. Once we will save this network, then we can go and see the planned cost will be appear over there. This network has been saved. Now directly we'll go to activity overview. Then we'll go to external processing. Here this activity has been saved, but this purchase order will not be generated since we have not released this order, and this cost plan and actual for this activity we can see the report over here against this cost element, external procurement cost. We have selected $150 and actual is 0, so the variance will be minus 150. So this is the plan and actual. We can find out whenever we create a activity and we have assigned the material or a external activity or a services. And one thing we can see over clearly, the services exist tick is not enabled because we have not created any services. We have considered only externally processed activity, and purchase order has not been created since this PR not yet generated. And the next thing, whatever the external activity we have created, whatever internal activities we have created, we can see all together in the tab of total. In the total tab we can clearly check it out, whatever activities have been created. We can see the first 4 activities. These activities are internal and this activity as a external processing activity. Now if we in the external processing activity, if required, we can assign the material here itself. This is the material overview, component overview. By selecting the activity, we have to click on this material overview. Here we can, if anything to be procured from external, we can assign the material in this place. So here we'll assign the material. If it needs to be procured from external, then we'll put the material over here. We are selecting one material and the requirement quantity we are keeping as 2 and unit we are leaving out, and the item category we are keeping as N. If you are keeping item category N, means this material on the receipt directly it will be consumed. It will not be taken to the stock. This is purchasing organization, and here we are entering purchasing group, and here this material group can be derived from directly from the material master. So if you press enter over here, some other fields will be, information will be defaulted from the material master. So we'll see the other information. Purchase requisition corrective indicator is not there. Requirement quantity you have entered. The base unit has been transferred, and this is the procurement indicator, and item category N we have entered. The material group has been transferred from the material master. GL account has been derived. This is the unit price and currency unit. Now here the delivery date is 1st May 2014. This is being calculated from the material GR processing days. So here we have assigned a material. We can assign a material without text also if required. Now the list of components whatever we are entering, we can see the view over here. This is the component we have assigned to the external processing for creating purpose, for procuring externally. Now for this activity, we have saved this. Once we save, then we can check it out the other information for this activity related. Now this has been saved. Now we'll go back to activity overview. In the external processing, then for this activity, this is the activity elements, this is the component overview, and these relationships, this is a milestone, this is a PS text, and this is document overview, and this is catalog. Now for this activity, we can check the dates planned and actual from here after assigning the component for the purpose of external procurement. So this is the material we have put. So the total cost is $1,414 and actual is 0. The planned is this. So this is about the external activity. Now we will create one service for the same. We'll write external services. The differentiation between external activity and service is wherever we are assigning the services, then it will be considered as a service. So here we are enabling this, so this will be considered as service. Again, we are not mentioning anything over here at the moment since we are considering it as a service. We will change the WBS element assignment for this. So we'll select other WBS element. So once we press enter, system is prompting that this WBS element is not account assignment enabled. So we have to select other WBS element which is account assignment enabled tick. Strange. So we have changed the assignment of the WBS which is transferred from the network, that has been changed to other WBS. Now we have to assign the service specifications. So we'll assign from the master, service master. So these are the some sample services has been coded in this. There is one service we have taken. This is requiring as 2, and we are entering the cost element. So these are the cost elements we are having. We have selected the cost element for the service line item. Similarly, we can select, we are taking one more service line item. Can say 5. Then we are giving the same cost element. In the service lines, we can manually also, we can give manual services also instead of assigning from the master. So until unless this is no check has been kept, so we can say service item 1, and here we have to mention everything. Cost element, and even group also we have to mention, and unit rate for this and so this is manually entered over here. Similarly, if required, we can use one more service item to quantify. This also we are considering each $75. We have mentioned the material group. So here we have entered the service line items. Here we can, if required, we can give, see the external, for this external services we have put the tick for this. Now if required, we can go to check the details. This external processing tab, and this is the status. Created and settlement rule has been created. This is the assigned WBS element. Control key, in this case this is PS04 because we have selected the services and the purchase requisition, and this is the purchasing group. Here price is automatically calculated from the services, and this activity quantity always 1, and this is also we are selecting as from release only. Now if you go to the service, the details of services what we have entered we can see over here, and here we can, if required, we can keep the overall limit and expected values also for this particular service. Normally these limits will be used if we are linking with the framework order or a contract based services, and if required we can mention the requisitioner, recipient and tracking number, those details. And this is the dates. This will be the date when these services will be delivered, so we can keep the days offset for the delivery date making into the future. This is a WBS element. Now we'll save this external processing, and then we can find out what is the planned cost has been derived for this particular activity. So we have created two external processing activities, one for external procurement and one is for external services. Now we'll go back to this external processing activity for the services which we have created. External processing. Then we'll go to, if required, we can check the settlement rule. This is the WBS element we have selected. The derivation rule has been created automatically, and this is the planned cost against this item, $2,675. So this is one way to create the external processing directly in the network. Same thing we can process from the project builder also. For the project builder, we'll go to CJ20N. The menu path will be standard SAP menu, logistics, project system, project, CJ20N. In the CJ20N, what we have created now, we can see the external processing activities, or we can go for new activities also. The project will be U3000.1401. So this is the project we are using. To check the activities, we have to expand the project with line items. Now here we can see here this is external processing we have created with control key. This is the advantage of the project builder, to see everything in one screen. This is the activity we have created and assigned to this WBS element. So in this activity, we can see clearly the control key information and the price for this external activity and the component overview on the same screen. You can see the component overview here. I'll go back to the activity. This is the status of this activity and the dates, assignments, now here we can see 120 days we have kept as offset. Now we'll go to other external services. This is the external services we are assigned to other WBS element, and this cost has been derived from the services. To see the services, we have to go for services tab. In this services screen, we can see the services what we have assigned to it, and the cost of the services has been derived, calculated from the service elements. And the dates over here, we have considered 90 days of duration. So this is under one screen we can see. Now if we want to create the external processing activity from the project builder, so we can directly create in the project builder only, instead of going into the network transaction. Now we'll create the, we'll see first of all what are the WBS elements has been ticket for account assignment. In the in the E we will see all WBS elements has been are there. So we can use these WBS elements. So now we'll go to for example, we consider BFS E321 BFS. This is having the account assignment. So we can create one external activity to this WBS element. For that we will go to templates, individual objects and activity. In the activity we are selecting external processing. The template we have to directly drag to the WBS element so that one activity will be created automatically. This is the network number we have to assign. So here we are assigning external processing. Any description can be given. For this we are giving the price, purchasing group, material group we are selecting and if required remaining information can be provided. And this is the activity quantity unit. This we are keeping with release only. So we are created one external processing activity and the settlement tool has been created. Once this is assigned to this WBS element, if required we can change it to other WBS element also. Just dragging from one WBS element to other WBS element will change the WBS element over. We can clearly see over here. This is 321 BFS. If we are dragging to other WBS element, now this is changed to 432 CH1. So now automatically the settlement tool also changed accordingly. If required, if you want to assign a component over here, we can assign a component. The purchasing tab we are going and we are taking a material for this plant which is required to be procured. We are taking quantity 1, purchase organization 3000, purchasing group, and we are keeping the requirement date. Now remaining information will be fetched from the material master. You can see over here, this is the quantity, item category L has been selected, and GL account, the price, material group, and the requirement date we have specified, WBS element. So if this requirement item category, if you want to procure from external, it should be N. So once we have put the material code, this cannot be changed. So we'll select once again the same no want to put N. Now this is item category N. If you are not keeping anything, system takes from the master by default stockable item will be considered as a L. So we are deleting these two components from this external procurement. So we have created one external processing. Under external processing, one material has been assigned. Now we'll save this temporarily. Now we can see the planned cost for this activity from the same screen. Now this is so this is the external processing activity we have created. Now we'll go to cost, calculate cost, or for this activity we are checking the planned cost. So planned cost for this external processing activity will be, one is for the material we have component assigned and another one is external procurement. So total is 0 and planned is this much. Now similarly we can create the service, external service from here only. So this is the service activity in the templates. From the templates, service we are dragging to one WBS element. So here we have to give description. Simply I am giving external service and automatically control key has been selected. This is a WBS element has been selected. Now this is activity. Once you press enter, automatically system will takes to services screen where we can assign the service line items. Here we can select as many services we require, and here we have to give the cost element. We are giving the cost element we have given. We are selecting one more. One more element we have assigned. If required, we can take manual service which is not coded. In rare cases, the requirement comes one time requirement, like these services we can use. So we have created some services, service line items. Now this service line items has been transferred to services activity. This is the button to check. Now this, if required, we can, if we can change the WBS element if required, and this is, we are keeping to that. Now this is the external activity. This is the price has been calculated automatically. If required, we can go for calculating the cost. There is one log has been generated, cost logs cost calculation. So if any information is there, activity type not entered, for operation number 0010 20 30 40 50, activity type for the network is not entered. Now we'll go and see the cost activity. So this is 1849, and we'll see the log message what we have received. The activity number, or we can go to the network overview, change description also, and we'll see the activities. The information is activity number 110. The activity type has been entered. This is the activity type. So if required, we can create and assign an activity type. First of all, we have to create the activity type in the work center. In the work center, the activity type is not assigned. That is the reason why this activity type is not getting transferred over here. So at the moment, we have created the external processing activity as well as external services directly in the project builder, and we have seen the costs also. So this is the way to create external activities in the system directly in the network or directly in the project builder. So this is about external activities and through external processing and services planning.